Hello, everyone. My name is Gina Filkins. I'm in the fall 2020 nursing cohort, and this is my nursing presentation from my perspective. So starting off for my definition of nursing. In the beginning of the semester, my definition of nursing was the promotion of health and prevention of illness while caring and supporting an individual or group holistically. Today, I decided to switch some things around and actually use the bottom quote as how I would define nursing, which is selfless dedication to others while ensuring optimal care of mind, body, and spirit. The one thing that this class taught me in creating a definition for nursing was that this was not going to be an easy task. One definition can't simply define nursing as an occupation. So personally, I really struggled when trying to to fit all the pieces and all the words needed into one sentence to define this occupation. So I decided to start off the definition this time with the word selfless. I think this is an extremely important word to kind of start off the definition, really highlighting that patient care should always be the center. And the last big thing this semester taught me was that care for a human should always be looked at from a holistic point of view, which is mind, body, and spirit. So this time I actually wrote out mind, body, and spirit instead of just saying holistically. I think it's important to realize that a nurse needs to be able to look at the whole person at hand and ensure that the best care possible is happening during that time. Okay, so for my nursing theory, I decided to go with the 21 nursing problems theory. This was developed by Faye Glenn Abdallah. This identifies the steps and skills needed to identify the patient's problems and ensure optimal health. I chose this theory because my role as a nurse right now is a student, and I think that this is extremely important because I see this as 21 things that I should always keep in the back of my mind. So they'll always be in the back of my mind when I eventually reach that point of obtaining my RN degree. It's important to be aware of everything that could go wrong when it comes to working and helping with others. And this isn't necessarily to say that people or nurses should be focused on the negatives, but to understand that in achieving the optimal health, the patient should always be at the center and they should always be aware of problems that could arise so they know what steps are needed to take to fix or treat what is going on and what is happening with the patient. There are so many scenarios where I could actually use this theory in practice. One example that comes to mind for me, I would use this when working hands-on, like physically with a patient and identifying the patient's problems by using the exact 10 steps and 11 skills that are actually listed below. Okay, so for my standard of choice, I decided to pick collaboration. I think collaboration is an essential skill set to just pretty much anything in life, but mainly in healthcare. I think it is more especially important. Collaboration is huge in healthcare because you are caring for other human beings. If you're not just sitting at a computer, you're not working with numbers. This skill set is needed when working with others and not just working on other human beings, but especially being a team. And I think that is a huge part of healthcare. I would demonstrate collaboration by doing two things. First, communicating, establishing goals in the beginning when you're on a team so everyone is aware of what needs to be done. Everyone is on the same page of how to do it, and everyone knows what they're doing, essentially. The other way of ensuring collaboration with my team, I would try to encourage innovation. That means that people need to be keeping promises and honoring other people's requests. This is an extremely important part of collaboration because if you have this in a workplace, this means that you can do all of these things that I just listed. You are versatile and you understand that efficiency is an extremely essential part of caring for others and essential part of being a nurse. Also, with being versatile too, adapting to different scenarios and different problems and being able to work with different people, I think, is a huge deal when working in healthcare. Okay. My art. So the meaning of my artwork was basically to combine two aspects of nursing, which here are art, I kind of look at, and the science part. So they're each represented in my painting to the left. And what led me to honestly choose this art form of painting was I feel like painting is a great way to honestly express yourself. This method is great. It can be used for patients who need art as a form of care. And yes, art is a form of care. A huge part of self care is art itself. So in talking a little bit more about my painting, this represents that nursing, you know, the background, the stethoscope, the really poorly drawn EKG, and the heart, they all kind of bring something meaningful to my artwork, which is kind of why I chose to do it. So let's start with the enthusiasm and love and caring are all kind of an art form, and they're called to attention by the heart and the vivid background and the bright colors, knowing that we have these aspects like holistic enthusiasm, love, devotion, empathy, all of which are huge parts of nursing. So the EKG here and the stethoscope all kind of relate to the medical knowledge that are needed with this um, job, and the experience especially needed to provide care to another human being, because we are trying to ensure that the best optimal care is happening at all times, and you do need both the art and the science to kind of make sure that you are working the best as you can as a nurse. And these are my references.